You know, Dr. Nedley has been an internal medicine doctor for the last 27 years. He's a graduate of Loma Linda University. He specializes in gastroenterology, mental health, and the difficult to diagnose patient. He's actually authored 3 books, Proof Positive, Depression: The Way Out, and The Lost Art of Thinking, along with numerous journal articles. And he is now the president of Weimar Institute. Dr. Nedley, welcome to It Is Written.
Great to be here, Chris.
How big of a problem is depression really?
Depression is a worldwide problem. In fact, one of the most prestigious medical, actually scientific journals, not just a medical journal, it's the journal Nature, highlighted this just a few weeks ago with a journal that had the entire issue dedicated to depression. And they mentioned there that we have 400 million people, as we are speaking here today, with major depression worldwide. That's about 6% of the adult population. It's the #1 cause of disability in the entire world. More people miss work due to depression than any other condition or even groups of conditions. So it's a major problem.
Wow. Now, how about in Canada? This program is aired throughout Canada. How big of a problem is depression in Canada?
Depression is a big problem in Canada. And in fact, the complications of depression, even suicide, is a big problem in Canada. And so Canada actually is a little worse than the worldwide statistic. It's actually very similar to the United States.
What are some of the causes of depression that may be bringing a person to the points that we've been discussing here over the show?
Yes, and that is where my area of expertise came in, and that was my contribution really worldwide to this subject of depression. As an internal medicine physician, we're trained to look for causes.
Yes.
So when we see someone with swollen feet, we don't diagnose them with swollen foot syndrome and send them out the door with a diuretic prescription.
Yes.
We look for the cause of the swollen feet. And so when I began to get involved in depression, there was something missing. It was being diagnosed and then immediately medicated and maybe referred for counseling if the medicine didn't work. And so I began to research causes and found well over 100 causes of depression, most of which can be categorized in 10 different ways.
Okay.
Now with depression, and this is what we've published in the peer-reviewed scientific literature, there are normally 4 categories of causes before depression or anxiety comes about. That means, Chris, that our brain is pretty resilient. We can be suffering from 1 of these causes, 2 of these causes, 3 of these causes, still function pretty well. But once the 4th category of causes occurs, that's when our brain starts to go down significantly into a depression or anxiety mode or both.
Okay.
And so those 10 categories, just briefly, genetics has a role to play.
Yep.
The way we're being raised has a role to play,
yes.
our development. And then we have lifestyle causes like exercise, circadian rhythm causes, addiction causes, nutrition causes, toxic causes, social causes, medical causes, and then finally frontal lobe causes. Those are categories of causes, and we can reverse 8 out of 10 of those in most instances, and that's why depression and anxiety actually has a solution. It can be cured.